Welcome to Family Time. My name is Naoto Shinde, and we are brothers.
For now.
We're brothers. The Inoue versus Afumadaief match has been decided.
That's right. It had already been decided, but now it's been officially announced.
It was already decided before the Caldela match, and it was even listed on Wikipedia.
It was already set. They probably had the venue reserved and everything, but now it's official.
It looks like it's been officially announced.
Yeah, it's been decided. That's it.
I like to talk about that, about the front line of Akhmadaliev. About Mans as well. I said various things. I want to keep talking about things like this, and what I thought was interesting was
Hiroshi Inoue.
it's the player. I'm not sure if I really gained anything from the poster, or well, maybe I did. Afumadaief is red, and Inoue Hiroshi is blue.
That's right.
And here it's not reversed, so the champion's corner is... It's me. And after I went out, AA changed, but...
I just thought it was kind of strange.
They fixed it with a bandage and then corrected it with a champion. Yes, that's right. Well, I just think boxing is amazing. In a way, it's even scarier than other sports. Is it because he enters first or because he's red? The corner and the bar?
The ring entrance.
When you look at the scales on the ring entrance, the second thing that stands out is...
The hand wrap.
Even the fact that the Kondochimo is there.
Normal.
I'm not really sure, but MMA or something? Well, I'm not exactly certain, so I'm just boxing it for now. Because it has a long history, there are people who don't really stand out, and that's why it has that kind of vibe. It's been a common occurrence in the past that fighters would sneak items into their gloves or use hard bandages to gain an advantage, like Margarito. Such stories are part of the sport's history. Even in lighter weight classes like the C class, champions like Daniel Cormier are at the light heavyweight level. Going slightly over the weight limit requires removing pants, and taking off underwear changes the room's tension, making it nerve-wracking.
They make that public. Seriously. I don't know if that's good or bad.
When holding a towel, Daniel Cormier would lightly place his hand on the towel and gently pat it, making it look like he was passing it lightly.
That's right. This is C's.
I don't think I could quite imitate that.
Just grip it tightly and press down.
Grip it and press down. Even the players who tried to do that ended up with the same result. If you used it often with a sling, then... whether it's being used or not, there are also wrestlers who use it.
Yeah.
That's true. Daniel Cormier's techniques and moves are similar to wrestling, so there are those technical aspects too.
That's why in like the weight classes and so on.
When you turn the bandage, things like that.
Akhmadaliev.
The blue corner. The boxer is entering the ring first, so that means the match is about to start.
That's what it means.
It looks like Kamijo Senshu also changed things up a bit, making a slight adjustment and changing his ring entrance. What do you think about this comment? So, because of that, it's a difference compared to Asians, and that's why the users... Because it's Japanese people.
Are Japanese, right?
The guy who posted the wrong picture should be fired. The poster's creator should be featured first. It feels like the reaction is a bit too much. Even so, there are a lot of comments in Japanese, but maybe that's not it. Maybe the reaction is just different. Many comments express confusion about the content, even from Seek. Yes, you must be the red one, right? Inayo, you're the red one, aren't you?
Ah, right.
It's amazing that you changed it for me.
That's right. Yeah.
It's pointless to complain about colors when you're there to fight. Your perspective on this matter is pathetic, regardless of the color. There are people who think that way too, and I get it. The Osaka team is always red, you know. Yeah, it's the same with our shirts. If we wear a different color, it just doesn't feel right, so we always go with red.
Yo, man.
Oh, right, Iwahara is wearing blue. He's the corner. That's the first time since the match against Furutan. Blue corner.
That's not good.
Blue is good, isn't it?
On the contrary.
That way is more reassuring to watch. Definitely, definitely. So, with that being said, September 14th has been decided. Afumadaief had a practice match yesterday, so it feels like September 14th is looking good. I'm relieved. Even with just power, muscles are amazing, delicious.
Isn't it? It's really delicious. This is delicious. It's really delicious. This is delicious. It's delicious, right? It's really delicious. The unique taste of protein doesn't really have a taste. It doesn't. I could eat this like juice. It's really, really delicious. It's amazing.
Yes, this is delicious. I could drink this. Wow, that was delicious. It's healthy and tasty. Please get VITAS from the #1 summary section of Ace Protein. Step power. Muscles are amazing, even if you're not good at it. Joel Diaz is also on the same team. I'm referring to Diaz Caldera's coach. He's probably training for a match with a trainer, so I don't think there's any need to worry too much about it.
Uppercut.
Yesterday, we sparred about 10 rounds. Well, maybe it was only 8 rounds, and I won. But honestly, my performance wasn't all that great. But still, it was fun.
No.
I don't get the impression that Afumadaief is strong at all, so that's not it. I think there are a lot of fans who believe that Naoya Inoue will be completely shut down, but I'm not so sure about that myself.
A performance that can't beat Naoya Inoue.
Honestly, it's the worst thing you could say to a pitcher.
No.
It's totally normal to fall over.
What a troublesome opponent.
Makoreiko Tomato Katkan Uber driver.
You must know a lot if you say that.
Akhmadaliev should normally be defeated.
Yeah.
Is your opponent, for example, Chiki Inada would definitely finish this opponent in 5 rounds.
Huh, is that so? That Tomoki Kameda,
Pitchy punch. Kameda's...
it's bad to say this,
but that's not exactly Kameda's words.
Yes.
But that's only 5 times, right? Afumadaief did it 8 times, you know. Akita Tomoki's punch is surprisingly powerful.
You can't really see it, can you? It's just that one match. Just that one match.
Yeah, since there are all sorts of things like that, I don't think fans are really overthinking it or anything.
The match hasn't been decided yet.
If Tonoshiya Akhmadaliev won't take responsibility for this match, why are we even holding it? Far, it didn't really seem like Akhmadaliev was that determined, you know, but if he wins with that kind of performance, it looks like he'll get to have a match with Inoue next. Isn't that a bit odd?
Yeah.
It's not really that kind of match, is it? Test. Since the outcome is already decided, I don't want to see any half-hearted performances here. It felt like they were just going through the motions in echo mode. From the start, I thought it would be better to just win without doing anything weird or forcing it, so I guess that's why I lost my edge. I felt like Ueno Senshu didn't really believe he could absolutely win, like he wasn't fully committed. It didn't seem like he was fighting with his true spirit, you know. It felt like he was just going through the motions and ended up losing because of that.
Well,
yeah, because he lost while in echo mode. Yeah. On the contrary, I don't really know if it's amazing or not, but from a fan's perspective, I don't think you can just say one side is better, you know.
I want to see a good performance.
I don't think that's the case. The condition was such that if you couldn't win against these guys, you couldn't even play a match. Because it's already decided. And I'm not saying that's not the case. Regardless of how well the combination sells, it won't change much. My mind is made up.
Sorry, the input appears to be corrupted or incomplete and cannot be translated.
So, as a fan service, it wasn't very good, but as an opponent for Afumadaief, I won without showing him anything at all. I'm glad I made it through safely without any strange things happening. I feel like I'm able to train well for the upcoming fight against Inoue. So, honestly, I didn't really think anything after watching this match. It ended up being a close control and I split it with Tapalis. But even though I split it with Tapalis, I still think he's strong, so I'm just enjoying the match as a fan. I said this before to Yoshinobu Inoue, but I'm absolutely going to win. I'm not the type to think, what if I lose?
I don't think about losing.
If you ask me if I want to see a close match, not really. Yoshinobu Inoue will win, but it won't be a one-sided victory like a Fulton fight. It'll have more back and forth. That's what I think, you know. I believe Ampan Darlin will fight harder than anticipated. His confidence will allow him to hold his own. Even from the previous match, I agree about this match. He has a strong presence and his punches are very heavy. Compared to Inoue, his reach is longer. Maybe it's just by a centimeter, but because of his height, his reach is definitely longer. Inoue. I heard his arms are very long, even surpassing the Afumadaief. Is it true that he's 5 feet 5 inches tall with a 5 feet 7 inches reach? Afumadaief's reach is 173, right? His reach is 5 feet 8 inches and his height is 5 feet 5 inches. So, because he's a southpaw, surprisingly. He seems to have a pretty solid body. It's not quite like that. Perhaps that's the reason, but surprisingly, he's pretty tall too.
Yeah.
I don't know, Neri. Isn't it kind of like a hot dog? I even hit both Janto and jab.
Bokushin.
I thought I could do it too, but that's not the case. It's all about best performance in one direction. It feels like a normal fight, not a full-on battle. I don't really feel that kind of tension. Alfredis will probably win too. Yeah, I think so. So it's more about getting points or maybe knocking the opponent down. If I start feeling like I can't do it, I wonder if I should just go for it or not. But if I'm not really feeling it, I don't want to fight half-heartedly. In the end, it looks like Afumadaief is trying to take the crown, so maybe that's what it comes down to. Both Cardias and Ideli seem to be after it too. And Joe. And Diaz too. He's the second one.
No.
Even if you think you can't do it, you have to try. I can't let my guard down. You know, I have to stay alert, just in case.
Down.
I don't think I'll get knocked down, but his punches definitely land. You know, son, he's got good body shots, especially with his left. Surprisingly, his body shots are pretty sharp, so it's not easy. It feels like his punches come from above, so I have to be careful. I want to avoid getting careless. I think Inoue Naoya's punching power is beyond incredible. Inoue Naoya's speed, combinations, and sharp accuracy are simply amazing. It's interesting because both fighters are at the top of their game, so this will be an exciting match.
No, that's not it.
That's what I think. Also, the farm is thriving, isn't it, Edifar? I think the farm will really flourish.
It's about to begin.
Edie, what are you doing? Truman. I think it's interesting because it's not just a simple joke, but it feels like it's overturning various things, Eddie F.
I really like the ending. That's right.
As a character and as a robot, I'm amazing, and I'm saying this for the sake of the contestants. I'm the contestant. If the promoter says something like that, even if I don't say anything, if the promoter says they'll definitely stand up for me, my motivation will probably go up. Especially with words like upper, it's not really English, so if the promoter uses words that aren't proper, I wonder if they're really a promoter. It seems like it's not up to the fighter, so if I'm the fighter, it's basically up to the organization whether I fight under the area or not. I don't really feel comfortable, but somehow it feels easy, or maybe not. But then I think, oh, maybe they'll help me rise up.
That's how it is.
Since I'm focused on the match, the promoter comes and talks to me to help me relax.
Uru.
If I had to say, it's totally fine if Zubek Power comes. In fact, Zubek Power was made in Japan, right? It feels like that, and he's an interesting promoter. I don't really get it, but let's make it flourish. Sometimes that's true. Even if you get married, it's important to keep saying that you love each other.
What?
Who?
That's what I think.
Is it good to see someone thriving and rising up? From a fan's perspective, are you watching from the outside for their fighting skills?
As a fan,
I think that's great, but as for me, Kazuto Inoue's fans probably don't feel that way, right? So, I'm thinking that they're acting all superior.
That's not right, you know?
But isn't it up to the player to decide? That's what makes this player so unique. When it comes to Jamin Mokutoro, I just don't get the feeling that he's forcing things or trying too hard. So I think that's why he doesn't go for it like the other players. Eli Hole, on the other hand, seems to accept everything the players do. That's the impression I get. That person really stands out. The Kashimero promoter, Sean Givens, also made something interesting through Kashimero.
Interesting.
Are they making something interesting? They increased and improved the number of tests.
Honestly, I thought it was clearly Japanese style, but it didn't quite feel like it.
I don't think about cash flow. It's not something that Yasumero would think of.
I see.
So whether the promoter is actually doing that or just thinking about doing that, it's more like something you see overseas, isn't it? Inada's business practices differ overseas compared to here. It's not widely accepted in Japan. It could be due to societal norms, the way things are structured, or the individuals involved. It's not really about trash talk, but the promotional style is different, and it's interesting how it becomes part of their character. People even say it's really entertaining. It's not like they're just playing the villain for the sake of it.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't really teach cuts to fighters with all kinds of names.
Okay.
Yoko choko itte.
You say it's interesting, and I think that's a good thing.
When you try to act cool, sometimes your character comes out in a good way, you know. I'm not really the type to pick someone just because I like them, so I think it's interesting when a promoter or trainer or someone like that gets involved and creates an entertaining situation. I really like that kind of thing. I think that's actually good for raising the excitement. Eddie Hearn is similar in that regard, right? I think he's likely working this time too. Anthony may not be saying much, but that's just his nature, which is how it should be since he's the one fighting.
All kinds of people.
I'm thinking about winning.
I guess I have to.
You ran away 3 times, so don't say anything.
More. Say it. Come on.
For sure.
There you go.
President Uzuka may be fooling around, but it doesn't appear he's trying to pick a fight with Tampanisu. Instead, things seem to be improving. It's better to challenge a variety of people rather than sticking to one side. Don't you agree, Naijan? Seeing Nakatanijin with a piano is interesting, even if just for fun. It's a different kind of interesting, but if Nakatanijin is chosen, the match's content will determine the level of interest. If you don't keep winning, if you get stuck, then people who aren't like that just end up saying things, and it's hard to see what makes Furuton a winner. It's not easy, is it? People say he's a monster and praise him a lot, but when it comes down to actually fighting...
Well, they say all sorts of things.
They say that my appeal isn't like other classes, and that's why I've become more popular, but that's not it.
So,
well, that's not it. There might be people who stay quiet or people who think differently, but I honestly think it's really interesting. That's just how I feel.
Annoying.
I don't care. Kazuki Ueno is a fan after all.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
So, if the match actually happens, I'm thinking that Kazuki Ueno will be chosen as a player. Since they're counting on Kazuki Ueno, that's what I'm thinking. Or at least that's how it seems. Entertainment. I'm just saying this to people who feel that way. So really.
Hannes,
I don't really feel that way. If I'm going to do it, I want to make something interesting. That's just how I feel. So that's fine with me. I think Afumadaief will do his best, but I feel like Inoue will win. What I want to say is, even though everyone thinks so, Inoue isn't going to go full throttle one-sidedly. Even a fight like the one with Karunas won't be easy. I also want to see a good scene with Afumadaief.
I will. Yeah.
No, that's not it. I thought it would be a really interesting match, but it doesn't seem like that's the case. Yeah, the match with Karunas was interesting too, and I got to see some moments where he was pushed down, so it was really exciting. And from now on, Naoya Inoue, who hasn't really studied much until now, will probably start training and learning new techniques.
Standing in the battle.
He'll likely alter his strategies and experiment with various tactics, which will be fascinating to observe. That's what makes it distinctive and significant. In the Karunas battle, Karunas' trainer is involved in the aftermath, so there's also that history, the aftermath. In the midst of all that, and with Eddie Fallon and Chairman Daiki included, and face white and good ones too.
Make those, isn't it? Well, it's kind of tricky.
Well, I'm really excited. It's fun, and this promotion is also really fun. I hope it becomes something big and important, and I'm really looking forward to it. This is Inoue's schedule, right? No matter how you think about it, it's really tough.
They're going bang bang sparring and all that. That's the pace of the schedule.
May, September, and March. I wasn't really thinking about those months, but I was considering December, so the fight with Karodera was unexpected.
Now,
it's Rino Hadosukajuru. I never really thought about it, but I still don't know what my true best performance is.
I wonder if I can bring it out.
There are times when I think about that, so I included that part as well. After all, extremely convenient things are already being done in Japan. That's really huge. I realized it's totally different from the Karuna match and the Afumadaief match.
Okay.
In the Runa match, the media coverage was amazing. Overseas too, it was really something. Overseas, it's different. The channels varied. During interviews, I experienced both nervousness and excitement. The interviews I saw were like top tier, really top tier. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Even to the average viewer, it's top tier. It's not that I don't want to say anything, but I just want to convey it strongly and clearly, that's all. It really felt like a fight club. I had never seen anything like that before, so I thought it was pretty crazy and honestly a bit scary. It seemed like it would be tough. Yeah, that's true, but some people merely pass by while others take notes.
Passing by. Able to do it with routine.
So that's a little set. So the fun part is doing it at home. I want everyone to freely share their impressions and opinions in the comments, and please smash that channel subscribe button. It's a nice button. Smash that too. See you next time. Bye. Thank you very much for watching.